So do you want to learn Mortal Kombat 11 to prepare for the next NetherRealm game? Whether it's Injustice 3, Mortal Kombat 12, or something entirely new? You've come to the right channel. Today, we're going to kick off this series with how to choose a main in 2023. Mortal Kombat 11 has gone over many patch changes and many meta changes over the years, and I'm going to go over the top characters for each kind of category who you should use. Now, ultimately, as a disclaimer, I think if you're first learning a fighting game, play your favorite character. It's what's going to keep you interested and keep you playing. However, if you want to be competitive in this game, I recommend playing a higher tier or top tier character. So if you really like Rambo, I'm sorry, he's the worst character in the game. He's fun. You can still win with him, but he just lacks a lot of the tools that makes a top character in this game a top tier character. So jumping right in, I think there are plenty of top tier options for different player types. For example, if you love to play a rushdown character, in your face, you want good mids, good buttons, good pressure, I highly recommend playing a character like Jackie Briggs. Jackie Briggs has fast mids, huge damage, great mobility. She's just a great all-around character. Other options in this category would probably include Sub-Zero. He has very good mix-ups, very powerful in that sense, good counter zoning, and just, ridiculous damage. Other ones in this category, Kotal Khan, amazing rushdown character, absolutely terrifying. Command grabs, the whole 9 yards. Always a safe bet. There are way more examples, and there are a lot of characters that are pretty good at rushdown, but I wouldn't put in the best category, such as you've seen, Johnny Cage, Liu Kang. These characters are great high-tier characters, but they might just be lacking a couple things that sets them apart from the rest of the top. If you're into zoning, so that's the other player archetype, let's take a look at Cetrion. Cetrion easily has some of the craziest buttons in this game. Her stand 1 is insane for checking people dashing in, anti-airing, and everything. She lacks defensive tools like strong wake-up options and strong flawless block options, but she has really good anti-airs and her zoning is super oppressive. And then a little bit simpler but just as effective, RoboCop. Now, I don't think RoboCop is a top tier character per se, but he has a lot of good tools and he is a very frustrating zoner to deal with. If you check out players like Foxy Grandpa or even Sunio, those guys make RoboCop look like a top tier character, and I think he's better than what he's given credit for. I highly recommend him if you like zoning and you're a beginner or new to the Mortal Kombat franchise. And then category number 3. We broke down the rushdown characters. We broke down the zoners. Now, the third archetype I'd call they're hybrid characters. They got some zoning, they've got some rushdown, good buttons, just good jack of all trade characters. And in that category, I'd put down like Johnny Cage. He's a neutral monster, scary rushdown, great defensive tools, all around good character, pretty oppressive zoning against a lot of the cast too, with his arcing force balls depending on the variation. And, Liu Kang goes in that category. I'd say Cabal. Cabal has really good normals. He has good air mobility, pretty decent zoning and counter zoning. His projectile knocks down on trades, so it's pretty good. But Cabal's in that top tier, right? He's always a safe bet. So, if you're a beginner and you don't know who you want to jump into and use in MK11, I would recommend just going with Liu Kang. Now, Liu Kang is a very strong character, as I said. He has a little bit stubbier of buttons, so that's a little bit harder to learn to deal with. However, his combos at a basic level are pretty simple. and his game plan is simple. Now, if you're a seasoned player and you're trying to get into competitive MK11, let's say maybe you're coming from Street Fighter or from Tekken, you know, you understand fighting games, you got the execution. I think your best bet, Fujin. Fujin is undoubtedly a top 2 character in this game. Fujin has almost no losing matchups. This character is insane. So, let's take a look at Fujin. Yeah, so Fujin is a top tier character, one of the arguably the best character in the game. He does not lose many matchups, if any at all. It's arguable, but this character has he has like the best mobility in the game. The best. He has some of the best normals. It's insane. Like when you get wave dashing down with Fujin, like you're in your opponent's face in 2 seconds. Not to mention, you know, you could just run across the sky over fireballs and you know, pressure opponents that way. He has a pretty good projectile. He has a crossbow normally, but I have the wind push on just to make strings safe. But yeah, his mobility forward and backwards is kind of insane. I can't quite back wave dash with him yet, but I'm messing with him. His movement is top tier, and that's a huge key in MK11. Another reason why this character is so strong is because of how the meta is. So this is a strike throw game, where if you're new to this, you know, there aren't many characters with 50-50s and opening people up, you know, with mix-ups. It's more so staggers and throws. Fujin has throw crushing blows off of both of his throws. Mix that in with his stagger game, and he's terrifying. Now, what makes this character really unique is because of his far backdash, his fast movement, is he could shimmy players in ways that others can't. So he has this really good back one. This is like a far-reaching button, right? It reaches pretty far. And you can kind of use this to your advantage and backdash and whiff punish people when, you know, normally in situations you wouldn't be able to take your turn. So, like, if I tried to do, like, a down 3 and then press something, I'd get stuffed, right? But, like, with Fujin, you could down 3 and backdash and punish for a full combo with this back 1-1. And that's just one example of it. So, he's very good at baiting people out and whiff punishing. Like, it's insane. His shimmy game is also crazy because of his fast movement. So, like, you could dash in someone's face, make them think you're gonna throw, and then easily just backdash and back 1-1, right? Like, he's insane. He has movement that most characters in this game don't have, aside from a few. The only thing that's challenging with this character is, like, his game plan, you know, it's pretty simple what he does. The hard part with him is the execution. His combos are a bit difficult. Which, if you guys are interested, I can make a optimal combo guide for Fujin, if you guys would be interested. Like I said, this is the start of my new Learning MK11 series. But, you know, I think Fujin would be a great place to start if you're looking to win tournaments. Otherwise, I'd say go with Liu Kang if you're not sure who you want to play. Just because Liu Kang, his combos are all pretty simple. They just lead into this. That's the game plan. Load up crushing blows, things like that. You know, he's got really good jabs. He has good fireballs, decent zoning. You know, he's a good all-arounder. And he has really good crushing blows as well. So you're not going to be lacking in the damage department. He also has throw crushing blows. So throw that in with the stagger game and you'll be all set. If you guys would rather have a Liu Kang guide, a quick Liu Kang guide, let me know in the comments as well. But I just wanted to wrap things up and say that this game, while the defensive options are strong, you can play most of this cast to a decent level. That's if you're starting out, don't be so focused on winning Remember that losing to better players will only make you better, because then you can learn from them. But 2, early on, your character will not be your limitation. It will be you as a player yourself. So early on, feel free to use whoever you like. If you like Scarlet the most, use her. She's a decent zoner. She's just not great when you get to that upper echelon high level. That's why I'm saying if your goal is competitive, Fujin, Cetrion, Liu Kang, all those you couldn't go wrong with. Like I said, there are better options, but I'm thinking easy use for Liu Kang, Cetrion if you like zoning and easy use, and then Fujin if you're just gonna, dedicate to this game. This character is super powerful. Um, there you go. And for my grapplers out there, Kotal Khan can't beat that. He's a great rushdown character too. So I hope this kind of gave you an idea of what the tiers are like. If you're picking from a hat, Kotal Khan, Fujin, Cetrion, Cabal, Liu Kang, Jackie, Johnny, even Joker, and maybe RoboCop, Sub-Zero. So none of those guys are bad options. I think they're all relatively easy to play, minus Fujin. The combos are the only hard part. If you guys want to see guides for any of these characters, let me know in the comments. Remember to subscribe and like. It really helps the channel. Let me know down below who your first main was in MK11 and if that's changed going into year 4 of this game. And let me know if there are any guides you guys want to see to help prep for the next NetherRealm game that's coming out. You guys know what's on the horizon. We're all waiting eagerly. Thank you again for watching. I hope this video kind of helped summarize some things about MK11 and the tiers and everything. And I will see you in the next video.